Dale Matthews, Grants Pass. So as it turns out in this last deal that you were just talking about, you've made the decision that if non-union employees are going to get a cost of living adjustment, that you can get one too. And who will decide whether the non-union employees get the cost of living adjustment? You do. So if you approve theirs, then you get one. When were you going to tell us about that? We found out yesterday that the drone project out at Ivy Airport has crashed and burned. You've now sent out an official announcement to Manor Development that the deal is off. When were you going to tell us about that? There's a lot of people out there that are very interested. You introduced this idea with a lot of fanfare, and now you're slinking out of the room. When were you going to tell us about that? As it turns out, perhaps Andreas Bleck will get paid for the water he won't get to use. Now, it turns out that two of you were involved in the hemp business in our area. Yet the two of you were involved also in sending a letter to the state saying, oh, don't affect the hemp business in our area because it's your business. Now, it may be true that the state will have a rule that if you can't grow hemp, that you will be reimbursed a lot of money for each hemp plant. When were you going to tell us about that? There's a variety of things that are happening in our area where you're involved in it up to your neck. We've been telling you for years that you've been breaking the law on an everyday basis because you go into each other's offices, as Keith Heck recently admitted, and you talk to each other. Oh, don't do this, oh, you ought to do that, oh, I'm going to vote this way. And so you got a letter, an official letterhead from the county legal counsel telling you what we've been saying all along, that you've been breaking the law and telling you to stop. When were you going to tell us about that? Look, there's only one place you're going to find this, and it's not in the Daily Courier, and it sure isn't on KJO. If you want to know where to find it, because you know who I am, you know what to do.